4 days after posting episode 1 and I already landed my first client. 1.8k, 50% upfront. Oh, how? If you're new here, hey, I'm Andrew and I started this challenge completely from zero. No old clients count and my goal is to hit 10k a month as a video editor from scratch. Last week was actually crazy, so in this video I'll show you exactly what happened last week and how I managed to land my first client of this challenge. Then I'll tell you why I now believe that every single editor needs to start a personal brand and the lesson that I actually learned from it. And finally, I'll show you a quick breakdown of all of my stats so far, money-wise as well as growth-wise. Right, so in episode 1, I actually said that I'll split my client acquisition 80% outreach and 20% content, but after what happened this week, I am rethinking that ratio completely. Last week, I recorded a quick VSL, just a simple video explaining who I help, how I edit and what the process looks like. I uploaded the video to YouTube as well as to my portfolio website. Obviously, I also finished the part 1 of this challenge. I finished the editing and uploaded the YouTube as well, and you probably have seen it already. And here's the crazy part. No DMs were sent yet, no emails, no outreach, and after a few days, I get a message from potential clients, which is already insane. But then, with no sales calls, just texting on X and iMessage, I land my first client of this challenge. 1.8k, 1800 USD dollars, and 50% were paid upfront. Guys, this is just actually insane. And I know a lot of you have been asking me to record the sales calls, the discovery calls, and basically the way I communicate with the clients. So here's exactly that. Alright, so first of all, I get this message. Hey Andrew, looking to bring on a long-form YouTube video editor for lifestyle, educational and storytelling long-form content. What's your availability for a call today? Then I replied with a simple message. Hey, name, and then thanks for reaching out. Yes, I'm available for a call, let's say at 5 a.m, right? But unfortunately, that day we could not hop on a call together. So a couple of days afterwards, I get this message. Hey Andrew, been really hectic, but still interested in working with you. Can you send me some examples of your works as well, please? Shorts and longs. And then, hey, totally understandable. Yeah, sure. I can send you my portfolio as well as my recent examples of my work, and then I just send the link to my portfolio. Then they say the portfolio looks good and ask me for my rates. I respond, I usually don't charge per single project. I work on a monthly basis so you can stay consistent with your YouTube uploads and short form content. My usual rate is around 1800 USD dollars per month, which includes 4 long form videos, 8 to 12 short form, and I fully take care of thumbnails, titles, and SEO as well. I lowered down the price a bit because I was scared to charge 2k. So yeah, because that's the first client of this challenge. So yeah, I went with 1.8. So I got no questions about the pricing, right? And he just asked me to go to iMessage and to communicate here, where he actually asked about my bandwidth and average turnaround times, right? So I said that I'm confident that I can handle 5 to 6 long form videos a month. And I'm very confident that I can deliver those videos within 48 to 72 hours once you develop a unique style for your channel or get used to your existing ones. And then just one day after, I get this message where basically he explains who the client is, which is Jadon Trades and Jadon on IG and YouTube. And then he sends me this Loom video basically explaining what style they're looking for and how many videos a month they want me to edit. And in the Loom itself, they said that they are looking for 2 to 3 long-form videos a month right now, and maybe later we can scale from there. Then I get confused a little bit because they asked for 2 to 3 videos and my pricing were based on 4 videos. So I just asked, let's agree on the pricing and I'll get to the videos as fast as possible. However, they said that the pricing I sent me on X is great and what's my PayPal. Then I asked if they are fine with paying 50% upfront, on which they agreed and we just went from there. And so this is how basically the conversation went with the clients. For the next projects, for the next clients, I will be charging more, right? 1800 is great for this amount of work. However, a mistake I see many editors do is staying on the same pricing points. So once I deliver quality for this client, my next projects and my next rates are gonna be bumped up from there. And after getting these messages, I realized something. Posting content is the same as outreach, just in reverse. Instead of chasing clients, you attract them. And that one video, or dare I say 2 videos, did all the trust building for me. By the time they reached out to me, they already knew what I think about video editing and what my skills look like. So that's why I'm doubling down on content creation. I know, guys, most editors hide behind the work. They say something like, I'll start posting once I'm ready or once I get better. And I've been in the same exact situation as you are right now. But one day I overcame the fear and just posted my first video. And it wasn't perfect. Just look at my older videos. They were terrible, childish, amateur, just bad. But over time, the lighting, delivery, the setup, it just all improved. Still not perfect, but much better than it used to be in the beginning. And that only happened because one day I actually started. And every single upload gave me experience. And that experience made me better. Now, about my strategy right now. When I started this challenge, I thought I will do 80% outreach and 20% content. And now I'll be flipping that. I'll be getting closer to 50-50 and maybe even heavier on content. Because content builds trust, and once the trust is there, the outreach is gonna get way easier for me. But my main focus right now is delivering quality to these new clients. I want them to be satisfied with my services, and I want them to stay long term. Because getting clients is one thing, but keeping them is where the business actually grows. Alright, perfect. Now let me actually break all the stats in that Google Sheets that I created earlier. Now let's go over some statistics. First, my YouTube channel. On 7th of October, the first day when I posted this video, it had 78 followers. Now I am at 108 followers. So I'm just gonna copy this number, paste it over here. So I grew my YouTube channel by 30 followers. Now, my Instagram is at 3,162 followers. Let's put that down. 3162, which equals to 83 followers gain. And lastly, my X is at 53 followers, and it used to be at 52, so obviously it's just 1 follower, which is, I mean, that's something, right? Awesome. For the outreach, obviously, as I said, I did no outreach yet because I was focusing on the VSL and basically editing the first part of the challenge. So 0 leads gathered yet. Yeah, no outreach was done this week. And lastly, let's go to the expenses. And over here in October, on 11th of October, I got my first payout, which is 900 USD. However, after the commissions and after the conversion, it went down to 817 USD, which is freaking terrible. I lost like 10% just to commissions and conversions, but there's nothing we can do about it. So the stats are looking this way right now. My revenue is 817 US dollars. Total loss is $237, which basically came from this subscription over here, right? From these subscriptions. My total profit for the month is 579 US dollars. Obviously, at the end of the month, I get the second half from this client, but I'm not gonna put it here yet because we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. All right, so these are the stats for the week. Yeah, guys, and if there's one thing that I learned this week, is that you don't have to wait for the perfect moments. One video, one step, one decision, that is all it takes to start. Start your personal brand now, show your work, and learn as you go. And as always, see you in the next one.